K-Rugs, the sober dog, yeah. If you like my stuff, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Help me keep putting great content out there. Let's get straight to it. This video is about finding your passion in recovery. How to find your passion in recovery. Many people struggle finding their passion, their calling in life. Right now I'm on the RIT campus in Rochester. People are, students here trying to find their calling, their career, their passion, what they love, what classes. That's what many people's goal in life is, finding their passion, their purpose. And unfortunately for many others, they go through life in a meaningless existence of going to work, getting a paycheck, going home, watching TV. For many addicts, this little glimmer of hope of a passion can be what brings them out of addiction, or it can be what keeps them in sobriety and recovery. For me, that was dogs. My mom, they say mothers always know best. My mom she always knew when something was wrong, and on the flip, she always knew how to help. When I'd be at my worst with addiction, just miserable, weak, binging, everything, my mom would get me to go with her for a walk on the pier with the dogs. Just being with the dogs, seeing their smiling faces, that unconditional love, was an escape, even if it was just an hour. That true passion and love I had for dogs. I knew from an early age I wanted to do something with dogs, work with dogs, volunteer with dogs, whatever I could. And that always really made me feel complete inside. So that's what you're trying to find, that thing. Now, if somebody says you need to find your calling in life, it might sound like a daunting task. Where do I even start? I need to find my purpose, my calling. I don't know. This is when it's about getting out of your comfort zone and exploring new activities, new things, building a new network of people, positive people. There could be something, a yoga class. You might go to a yoga class just to try it out. You might not like yoga, that's not your passion, the thing you love, but you might meet somebody there you haven't seen run into somebody you haven't seen in years, and they're volunteering at a charity you've always wanted to volunteer at. Boom, you make these connections. So you got to have an open mind and be willing to try different things. Just explore. In sobriety, I have done so many different things, from kayaking to yoga, to volunteering, to different meetings, a bunch of different stuff. Now, to really find your purpose, your passion, here's a bunch of questions to ask yourself. What is that thing that really makes your eyes light up? They say, I was talking about cars and John's eyes lit right up. He's always had a passion for it. What is that thing for you? What's that thing that people say, when I was talking about Kyle and I was talking about, him playing with the dogs, his eyes lit right up. What is that thing? 2, what do you love doing that makes you lose track of time? Is there something you do that when you get so involved in it that you just lose track of time? Hours can go by. You're so engaged. Number 3, what fills your heart? Back to what I said earlier, like with the dog situation. With me, it's dogs. That's what it always has been. So what is that thing for you that really just, when you're doing it, when you get involved in it, anything like that, you really just feel good, feel complete, feel filled? Number 4, is there something that gets you out of your own head? Something that whenever you're stressed, mad, not having a good day, depressed, whatever, you do this thing and it really just takes you out of, that depression for the time being. It takes you out of that stress, that misery. Something your go-to that you always love doing. Is this something that's a passion, can be a passion? Something, some people it's artwork. They just start painting and that's it. They're in their own different world and they love it. 5, is there a job, vocation, career you've always wanted to pursue? Something you just have always wanted to go after, that you always had an interest in since a young age, maybe since teens, maybe you saw it in college, something and you just really wanted to go for it. Something you've always had a great interest in. Number 6, think of times when you've helped others. How did you feel? What were you doing? Were you volunteering? Was it with animals? Was it with children? Was it at the hospital? How did that make you feel? Is this something that really, filled your heart? Something that really made you feel good? Was it, if you are, maybe a trauma victim or sexual assault victim, have you ever tried working with other people that have suffered those things? And how did that make you feel? There's a reason why many former addicts become addiction counselors, because they get a true passion and purpose of helping other people hopefully not have to go down the same road they did, or people that are already there, help them get out of there. Number 7, list your past jobs. Which ones did you like the most? What commonalities did your 3 favorite jobs or careers have? What parts of those jobs or careers did you really enjoy doing? Did you really love doing? That the one part of your day or the tasks that you really didn't, you weren't dreading, you weren't pissed about, you were like, yes, excited to do it. Is there something, a common theme of multiple different jobs of something you did that you loved? And 8, what are you naturally good at? Do you have a talent? A lot of people have something that they just have always did, they've always been good at. Maybe your parents said, oh, I know you're going to do something like, you're going to dance when you're older because you're always dancing, you're so good at it, and you love it, something like that. Is there one of, a real talent that and something you enjoy, of course, too, with that talent? So write the answer to these 8 questions down. See common denominators. Try to find common areas. That thing that just really brings you joy. If you can find this, whether it's either during active addiction or during your recovery, it will give you such a solid foundation to build your recovery on. Because a big reason many of us addicts used for so long is we're trying to escape and hide those feelings. We're trying to escape from any feelings, stress, depression, anxiety, even happiness and stuff in a lot of cases. We felt like we didn't deserve it. But having that passion, something that really makes us feel good, can truly help you work and get over that compulsion to use, that hiding the feelings, because it's something you wake up for, you're excited about. Even if maybe you can't make your passion your career, at least if it's a hobby, if it's something you could do in the evenings a couple times a week, you look forward to it, you get going, you get excited about it. When I can either work with dogs or work with other people, addicts struggling, I get going, I get excited. It's something that I really enjoy doing. It makes me feel good. I hope it makes others feel good. And it generally gives me a sense of purpose in life. That's what you're trying to find, seek out what that thing is for you. Now, connecting with people is a huge part of this. You want to connect with others. You want to network. You want to meet with good people. Johann Hari, in that talk he gave, that TED Talk, says the opposite of addiction is connection. There's a lot of truth to that. We have to connect with others. A lot of times we have to connect to find what this passion is. You might not know what it is right away, but other people can help you, see what you might not be able to see, or, introduce you to new people, try new things. You always want to do that and try it. And also, it does not have to be helping others. A gentleman I know who was in prison for almost 18 years, his passion is painting. When he sits down and goes to, a nature, somewhere in nature, a pond, something like what's behind me, this pond, and just starts painting, he will sit there for 5-6 hours and paint and lose track of time, and he loves it, and he feels purpose, and he sells his artwork, and he loves the look on people's faces. Something like that. It doesn't have to always be, working with others, helping others. That's a great start and a great thing to do, but it could be your passion, specific, something for you. I was watching a YouTube video earlier of the girl who does all the Lego things. That's her passion. She loves it. If she was an addict struggling, I would tell her to, pursue the Legos and do that to hopefully get out of her head. And, then if she seeks recovery, use that as a stepping stone to keep moving forward and meet new people and build a solid foundation. If you don't know what your passion is or your calling and you're having a struggle, you're struggling to find it, don't worry. It's okay. It takes different time for different people. Some people, their first week of recovery, know what they want to do. Other people, years. Just be open-minded. Try new things. Connect with people. Ask yourself those questions we just went through. And above all, stay sober and build your recovery program, and the rest will fall into place. All right, everyone. You all have a great night. See ya. Hit that subscribe. I would appreciate it. See ya.